Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Recon here. We're gonna talk about Estel real quick. Some people have requested that I just kind of do a little breakdown of whether you should get her or not. Every new girl that comes out, besides the new girl review video that I usually do. So we're gonna discuss this real quick. Uh, so we have Estel. I haven't got to do her in practical works yet, guys. So she's not there yet. I have to wait 12 days for mine to reset. I haven't done Guild Boss 61, but Sanctuary, she was okay. She wasn't bad. She's obviously not as good as a 6 full Nef team, but she still did almost as much damage as the Nefs did against the security squad boss, which is at 40 for me, by the way. So she's a good choice for that if you're struggling with that and you're starting out. Sanctuary, I'm not even going to try her just because of the fact that Sanctuary stuns you for 3 turns or 2 turns. The boss does. And this doesn't have any control immunity, so she's utterly useless. And I don't have an extra carnival staff to put on her to keep her from getting stunned, essentially. That's how you would keep her going. So she's not going to be that much useful. I mean, if you're just starting out and you need her to use it for that, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. But as far as right now, it's not worth it. PvP, she's doing fine. We kind of have the build for her for PvP that we're using right now. You can do a split gear set on her as far as like angel class set, or you can do it the other way too if you want more attack, or you can just do 3 class set, 1 angel, or you can do 1 demon and 3 angels kind of thing for extra attack. Eternal Dawn seems to be the way to, it's a really good way to go with her to keep her alive longer. And then of course just do this for the Nebula Core. Just do it. Just that's the one you want to do. You want her to have crit damage, essentially she does much damage. As far as if you should get her or not this week, I think that if you're free to play, you should probably just save till anniversary. Then if you're a light spender, I mean, depends on what level of light spender you are. If you have over 2K right now and you want to get her, and you want to help out with PvE modes, go for it. If you know that you can get 2K by anniversary, if you know you can't, then just skip her. If you can get 2K before anniversary again, she's not a bad choice. I don't know what other girls we're going to get because what we're April, May, June. We have 2 more new girls that are probably going to happen before anniversary because we have June, May and June. So we'll have to wait and see what we get there. Yeah, I haven't done anything on elite skills yet for her. I'm assuming it'll just beef up the damage even more. I can show you a couple fights. We'll fight something good. Tommy has a good team. Yeah, okay, we can do Tommy. Most of the time when you do the fights, she runs around team synergy. So double Vivian obviously is still going to be the way to go. She helps keep her alive. Also, Vivian has debuff marks, and her galaxy marks also count as damage for Estel. The good thing to pair with Estel also is going to be some Nefs. If you have double Nefs, which a lot of people do, or even single Nef is good as well. I mean, I would honestly just throw an Apate here, call it done, and it would be good. If you don't have an Apate, and you have another Vivian, you can do that. If you don't have that, find some other girl that has DOT marks, anything that reduces attributes or reduces control immunity, and throw it in there so that it works. But I'm going to throw Apate in there because she has resonant marks, so that works as well. Plus, we also want the energy strip to help her go. So once a couple girls die, I'm just going to skip the battle just so we can show what she does. See, obviously Resident Mark was there, so she's hurt. So we have all those heal debuffs. That's also going to play into a factor here of her getting damage. As long as I can get to stay on there. Obviously, she's terrorizing marks because of the Kratos. That just is what it is. So her damage probably isn't going to be that much this time. But she still does a lot. You probably didn't see it there. There's probably like 1 million or 2 on some of the girls. Okay, I need to skip. I keep forgetting to do that. So she still did 26 million. I don't think we got an active there. Maybe we got one active off. I know we got a bunch of basic attacks, but you can see that her damage is really high. So it's a matter of how many debuffs, attribute reductions, control immunity, or marks we have. So we know off the bat that we have 2 galaxy marks on the field. Vivian's usually going to get some speed reduction going on. Neff at the end of the round is going to automatically do the heal debuffs. Her equilibrium marks, if she gets it active off, that's going to be helpful as well. So that's great. If they have resonant marks on them from Apate, it adds up to that as well. So the more marks we're getting on the girls, the better. Now, obviously, Vivian's in the meta, so if much more Vivians are on the team, and they have more actives going on, not many marks are going to stay on. It's just going to be difficult. But if she can survive to later rounds, whenever you're keeping the Vivians off of their actives from your own Vivian stripping energy away or your Apate, she can do more damage, essentially. So it's kind of like she needs a team to work with, but that seemed to be the case from the get-go with her. So just remember that. We'll do one here against Tuma. So we don't have any Vivian actives for them on that side, which is great. Obviously, R has lost energy because of the resonant mark. They have the raft popped so that they can heal. All right, so now we got a Vivian active coming our way. So the more we hit them, remember, okay, Neff has damage reduction. That was still good. 2 million, both million hits on the Neffs. That's decent, pretty kind of toxic. Good damage. Good thing we don't have an active this time by Estel. She would have died. She's definitely dead this time, unless she's dead. Okay. So we didn't really see much from her as far as attacking, but we still got 35 million damage out of her. That's still, like, as the fight goes on, obviously more damage though, but she only lasted 6 turns. The fight probably lasted like 2 or 3 more turns, right? And we still did that much damage out of her. If we get her lasting longer rounds, probably more damage. So it just all depends on how you set her up and what you're team with. Obviously, she pairs really good with Vivian and Neff right now, which are really strong in the meta, and Empate obviously helps support the rest of the team. So it's a team effort. So overall, she's not bad in PvP. We thought maybe she was just going to be horrible, but as far as we're testing, getting the right setup on her, the right gears, crystals, antiques on her, she works out, and if she has the support from everybody else. Does that make her like tier 0? No, not really, because she needs support to work around her. Unlike Vivian's, they don't really need support. They just need themselves. And Neff also just choose herself and Apates. So tier 1.5, tier 1 for Estel, essentially. In PvE, she's going to be in her own tier, essentially. Multiple Estels is going to be tier god, especially in practical works. So for damage anyways, because there's different categories in PvE. It's not the same as PvP. But if you pull for her, you could obviously make her work. She's not useless. Some people are saying she's horrible. You just got to find the right setup, and she's actually pretty useful, So we'll do one more. We'll fight Luke. Luke's got a kind of, I think Luke has the generic UL setup. Yeah, this is generic UL setup. 2 Neffs, an Apate, Fenrir, 2 Vivians. So we got some nice marks going on here. She needs some decent damage. I think maybe 30 million by the end of the fight. Probably 27 million or something. She hits for a lot though. The more marks we're getting on them, the better she's gonna do. And we got to keep her alive, obviously, long enough. So a big people are gonna be like, well, if they have Vivian marks on your team, it's just gonna be hurting your team. Yeah, but I haven't really been seeing that as the case, like with her. I've been running her a lot against multiple Vivian teams. There's someone who has 3 Vivians, and I didn't really see it hurting as much. It just all depends on how much heals you have on your team, essentially, as well. So it's 3 million on that Fenrir right there. So 28 million. She's out damaging Apate. Apate does usually a lot of damage. Fenrir doesn't count, guys. She's in her own league on damage kind of thing. But that's not bad for a team synergy right there. Like obviously she doesn't heal, but like all those heals keeping her alive, and then she's doing all this damage with the Apate to help finish things off, keep them low on health so you can get to that point where finishing them. So that's great. She doesn't go through LB5 shields, but that's still good getting him to that point to where some other girl can just finish him off essentially. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you. So, in all, unless you have 2K and you know you can get 2K by anniversary, go for her. If not, skip. If you're free to play, I would just skip over and just get her maybe and whenever she comes in rolls or comes out in cafe or something, and you want to work on PvE that way. That's the case for that. But otherwise, just another day in Girls X Battle 2, guys. All right. That's all I got for this video. It's just kind of a brief little summary of her and what's going on with her. If you have any questions, let me know in my Discord. If you have a question, you can also comment on this video. Give it a thumbs up as well. I appreciate that. But I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments, what you think of Estel so far. Love to hear what you have to say. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be safe out there. It's a crazy world, and I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Peace out.